I think the Patriots proved they're the best team in the NFL. They have the best record, probably have the best quarterback. You know, they're well coached. They're doing it in all phases of the game. Next week, though, against the Bills is a hat and T-shirt game. Win the game, win the division.
They got it.
Are they going to win the game?
Yeah.
You now have Bill and Robert Kraft as finalists for the Hall of Fame.
First round, baby.
There's a good chance that one of them won't make it.
So we're back, another episode of the Dan and Ninko Show, episode 167, and we have a lot to talk about. We just killed the New York Giants.
Yeah, we have killed.
Oh, are you kidding me? You got Gunner out there just
like two big hits in the game.
We still beat their ass.
Yeah.
And there was a single play in that game that in the history of football, in the NFL, in college, high school, have never seen. Never. I have never.
You see it on the golf course a lot.
Hit
behind the ball?
Dude, a golf course?
Yeah.
At least you swing through and you take a divot.
No,
this guy's leg stuck into the ground.
Some people's clubs get stuck behind.
That was the worst field goal attempt I've ever seen. Either they need to have an investigation.
The holder too. You see that?
There either needs to be an investigation into his gambling or something.
He looked like he stepped too close to the ball. He
said that the bottom of the ball was moving, and he's tried to check and stop.
Trying to check my swing.
Check. Check.
Okay, we get to do it again. No save.
So this would be my suggestion for the holder. The next time that he decides to check up like that, I'm just hot potatoing him the ball and letting him get rocked. Because the second you stop and he goes fire, fire, fire and tries to roll out, and you're just getting
yeah, you got bodied too. The holder.
What is that? My kids all the time. They go dun, 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 dun. Oh, they do. We were doing it last night in the house. Paige was gone for some wives pajama party. I don't know what that's all about. All about like exchanging cookies or something. Cookie exchange. Here's your Christmas cookies. Here's my Christmas cookie. I'm kidding. I want to be invited.
I'm not going to go there.
I want to be in that party.
You wanted to go to it?
Yeah. I'll come with my pajamas.
Are all your pajamas nice and flannel?
Pull straws, everyone.
Your pajamas are either full flannels or just like the tidy whities, like a wife beater.
No, I'd be in Uncle Eddie Christmas vacation pajamas.
The hat and the robe.
The hat and the robe, yeah. Oh, man.
All right, want to do cocktails quick before we get going?
Yeah, let's tales from the cocktails.
So this is a
that's
like
the
a beach drink.
That's the
it's
biggest.
Like 2 degrees out.
That's the biggest cocktail mixer I've ever seen. Got a gallon of vodka in there.
No, this is sake.
Oh,
vodka.
No way.
Cranberry
Sake?
juice, pineapple juice, and a little bit of grenadine.
Sake.
Look at the color.
Oh,
figure it's like 2 degrees out, so we're gonna have like a beach type.
That actually
drink.
looks. I think I'm gonna need to hire you as my drink connoisseur. I did make that one drink that you told me, the bourbon drink for the holiday.
People like it?
Yeah, they did. All right, let me give this.
All right, you gotta get a.
This has a very nice color. Looks like it might need like a little umbrella.
Yeah.
Let me see. Get the fuck out of here.
It's good stuff, huh?
I mean, it's very good. That's good. The finish has like a little, maybe just a little medicine-y finish just at the end, just a little bit, just a little bit, maybe like a little.
Goes away after a couple sips though.
It's good, very good. So I'm gonna give this a 8.2.
Oh wow,
8.2. Last week was 8.5.
Yeah,
the first one
was like 10.
The first one was the best one I've ever had. But maybe
you
it's
tried to make it.
Maybe I was just.
You didn't
excited.
want to put the effort into.
I didn't
making
want.
it.
Yeah, the tea and the gray, the Earl Grey. That's a lot of effort.
So yeah, you can sit on a beach, right? Just
That's really
down
good.
a ton of these. Yeah,
So-
you don't leave the country. You'll be on the Florida beach.
No, I won't leave the country. You guys are nuts leaving the country all the time. You see some of these things around the world right now?
What's the percentage
How
of that?
crazy it is?
It's a low percentage.
You ever all right, so what's your takeaway? I'll ask this question later. What's your takeaway from the Giants?
I think the Patriots proved they're the best team in the NFL. I mean, I'm not saying that
Best
it's
team
overly
in the NFL.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, as of right now, they're the best team in the NFL. It's not like they can go out. They can beat anybody. They can get beat by a lot of people, too. It's not like it's like the normal NFL where there's like one or two just dominant teams that are just so much better than everybody else. It's not as, it's very, very close. But I think out of the teams that are left, you got to put them as the top team right now. I mean, they have the best record. They probably have the best quarterback.
Yes.
They're well coached.
Yes.
They're doing it in all phases of the game, all three phases.
I agree. I think right now,
oh boy,
with the team and the way that they are playing, and now the Giants game could have easily been maybe one of those letdown games. It was cold. It was a Monday night.
Right before the bye.
Right before the bye. The Giants have Dart coming back. I was encouraged with a lot of the things that I saw. The one thing I do not like is, I think, 3 consecutive weeks they have over 100-yard opposing team rushing.
Yeah, but you don't have Milton Williams in the middle.
I know. So that needs to tighten back up.
And you have Tonga this week either.
Tighten back up. But I love what Drake's doing. I think the receivers are playing amazing. For the lack of talent, I still think depth-wise, I get scared. I get definitely afraid.
The offensive line looked good.
The line did a great job against a good pass rush, but if you notice, they were doing a lot of chipping.
Yeah.
A lot of split back, chip out, get to your flat routes. But no, I think that they've done a great job. I think Vrabel's done a good job of motivating this team, but also doing it, one clap. Everybody is buying into the whole thing. So moving forward, I like the physicality. I don't know, everyone's hooing and hollering about all the contact, how, guys in New York are talking about it was dirty.
I'm surprised they didn't call it a penalty. I mean, because they just
initially I thought it was going to be a penalty.
I mean, he was in bounds.
It was a legal hit, but the optics, I feel like as a society right now, we are not really witnessing big hits like we used to.
Yeah.
So when you see a hit like that, you're like, oh, that's got to be a flag. You look right to the refs. Like, are they throwing a flag there?
The whole bench.
The whole bench. Are they throwing a flag? You got everyone doing this on their team.
Yeah.
So it's real easy for that ref to just, by the visual of him getting hit like that. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you had receivers going over them at Austin Collie doing, a post route, getting
decapitated,
concussed, sleeping.
Welker would get killed.
So
that would get killed. But
we don't see hits like that.
It's changed, though, because the quarterbacks know that, right? Because they're picking up all these extra yards, for going the sidelines like that. Because 10 or 15 years ago, the quarterback went right out of bounds on that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he went out of bounds 4 yards sooner than that.
Mm-hmm.
Now these quarterbacks know they're protected, and they're going slow on that line, and then just speeding up and getting those extra 3 or 4 yards.
If that was Patrick Mahomes,
they would have flagged.
It's a flag.
Yeah.
Now, everyone was saying a couple weeks ago he got crushed, but he was throwing the football as well. Like, I think he was throwing the ball and he got hit. Not trying to
call that.
It's not tiptoeing the sideline. If that was Mahomes, he 100% gets a flag.
Yeah. I mean, Dart was way in bounds, though. I mean, both his feet were in bounds. His feet weren't even going like over the out of bounds line.
He was
still
running
going
down
up
the line. I think, honestly, I don't think he saw it.
I don't think he saw it.
I think he was literally looking at the first down marker, thinking like, "Oh, I'm just going to get the first down," and he got that
was a hit.
That was a hit.
I mean, his feet went above his head.
Yeah, it was a good hit. I mean, those hits are.
Is that like a dream though?
Those
as a linebacker,
you don't feel those hits.
Is that a dream as a linebacker? Have you seen a quarterback like that just not paying attention?
I mean, a lot of blindside hits are that hard when you hit a guy in the pocket. I've hit Tyler Palko. Hardest hit I ever had was against the Chiefs, Tyler Palko. I vomited when I hit him. I puked.
No.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I had a lot of water in my belly. Like, I drank too much water. So I had a clean blitz off the edge. Nobody picked me up, and I was running as fast as I could, like the fastest I could possibly run. and he's a left-handed quarterback, so it was his backside. You usually don't get to see the guys from the left, from their back. So he threw the ball as I hit him. I remember just hitting the ground and vomiting right next to him.
On him?
It was right next to because I hit the ground. I went. It was nasty. That's nasty.
Did you see Dart's comments after the game that he's going to keep playing this way? He's not playing soccer or something like that. That's pretty selfish.
I see. I'm not going to go with the whole selfish thing. I think I think it was David talking about you're being selfish. The hard part for him is he's a young guy, and this is the way he's played. Yeah. And I think John Gruden even said, like, "Hey, man, you're gonna keep playing like that, dude. You're not gonna last. Yeah. You got to change your game. You're reckless. Yeah. That's what you are, man.
Bad that you're saying that.
You're reckless. The way you play, man. It's bad. That's a reckless way to play. You think you could do that for 17 weeks in a row for 10 plus years? That's not gonna happen, man. Yeah. I'm telling you. You better change the way you play." And he's sitting there like, I don't give a shit.
Well, the thing is, though, is he's comparing it to college. Like, I've been playing that way in college. Well, the NFL players are completely different in college. Like, when you play in a game, right, even if you play in the SEC, there's only 5 or 6, maybe up to 10 guys that are going to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
On the team.
Yeah.
So, it's very few people. So, defensive tackles and defensive linemen run faster than most linebackers in college.
Mm-hmm.
And they're bigger, stronger. I mean, they hit you a lot harder. He's not going to be able to survive. I'm surprised he even was in that game.
You guys enjoying the show? There's a few ways that you can support the Dan and Ninko Show. First being subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Or you can become a super fan. Go to danandninko.com. First month is 50% off, so it's only $5 to subscribe. That gives you an exclusive chat with Ninko and I on Discord, access to exclusive content, 15% off our brand new merch store, which has some really cool stuff in it, our members only merch, and you get notified when we have special guests on the show. With that hit, he had to have been like concussed from that hit, though.
Which one? On the sideline?
Yeah.
No. He got hit in the shoulder.
Still, but like the whiplash of it all and everything.
I don't know. It's a bowl full of Jello. You know who I know was concussed?
Gunner.
And who else? Last night? CD. I think who was looking at the stars. And I've never fenced like that.
That's scary. That's just really scary. Have you went out? Out?
No, never been out.
Not really.
Yeah, never been out.
Woozy? Like not knowing where you were?
No, I mean, we were playing the Titans, so I think of like 3 instances, 3 different times. Giants, 2011. I was coming off, but I remember all this stuff, so I don't know if like you're concussed if you remember. I was literally coming off a block, and the second I came off the tackle, Brandon Jacobs hit me with his shoulder, like right in my chin, and it startled me. I was like, "Whoa, shit!" And then I was supposed to keep rushing, but because he hit me so hard, I just decided to drop. Like I wasn't gonna get killed like that, and then stop my momentum, and then the ball would have been gone. So I just took him to the flat, like acted like I had him in the flat.
Yeah.
That was a big shot. Playing the Titans on a screen, I was kind of peeling back around. The play was over. It was already done. The play was made. The tackle was made. The guy was on the ground. And the offensive lineman cheap shotted me in my chin. And that got me. But I remember it, and it hurt. I remember being like, God damn, that hurt, man. And then for the week, I had like a headache, which probably isn't good.
No, there was no protocol then, right?
I mean, I just don't think I said anything.
No.
I mean, there was always protocol.
Was there?
Yeah. I mean,
the whole time when you played?
Yeah.
I didn't think there was.
Yeah, back then you had to take the concussion test, and you had to do all. There was a protocol back then.
No, I didn't know that. So what do you think, now now the Patriots have entered their bye week, which couldn't have probably come at a better time. It's always nice, I guess, when you're not expected to win and you get this late bye because it gets you that time to rest and recharge a little bit. I'm hoping the coaching staff has all been in the building, right? Like coming up with this killer game plan.
Vrabel was in the airport. Like
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Vrabel's out of here, bro.
But you thought they would be there and come up with this game plan.
No, they'll be like. So this is one of the things I used to have a problem with when Bill was the coach, and Matty P and Pat Graham and all these football nerds. It's called paralysis by overanalysis. You're so into the numbers and the statistics and the formations and the personnel, and this is 39% run. It's like, dude, just fucking look at the ball, see ball, go get ball.
Yeah, it kind of worked for them, though.
Yeah, but it was also... It worked, but it also didn't at times. Because there were times where you would not just be pinning your ears back. Defense is all about being fast and aggressive and reacting to what the offense does. Yes, there is a time and a place for knowing all those things, and it definitely helps. But football is a reaction sport defensively. It is not a, hey, like we're going to dissect everything down and know exactly, because then it slows you down. Some guys can't do it. Yeah. Some guys, especially in the Patriots defense, back then, they were more read and react. If you went to the Giants, if you went to, St. Louis where Chris would just say, yeah, they would just tell us to run up the field and stop the run on the way to the quarterback. Which obviously they never won anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it worked.
It worked, but there's also a point where, like, as a football player, don't run past the quarterback. Don't let the quarterback move to his left. There's all these rules that really handicap some of the things that you just do instinctively. There's plenty of plays. Sorry, this drink's good. So, for example, we're playing Denver in one of the big games during the season, and Hightower gives me a rip left call, which a rip left call is I'm supposed to go inside the tackle, go in the B gap, and Hightower blitzes off the edge. Well, I'm looking at the way that the offensive lineman, the tackle, I look at all the keys, what the keys of the tackle are giving me. His eyes are inside. His foot was tight to the guard. He had a light hand. So I instantly knew he's just going to slide down and pinch off the B gap, and it's just going to be a pile of bodies. So I said, okay, hi. Yep. Gotcha. Rip left. Gotcha. And I just ran that edge and beat the hell out of the tackle. Didn't run the rip. Hightower was in no man's land. Got a sack, got a strip, got a fumble. We recovered the ball right there. Vince got it. And that's just like playing ball.
So you're a bad teammate.
Yeah, sometimes. Basically. Or like we used to do these, if we got Chung on here, he'd be like, dude, Ninko used to fuck me up because if we were playing a good tight end, he would give me a hammer call. And what that is it takes me out of the rush. And if it's 3rd and 10 to 12 and he gives me a hammer call, he expects me to put my hands on the tight end, stop the tight end from releasing, make him go outside, and then add into a rush. Do you think anybody is going to let me get a sack if I'm doing 4 seconds? No. So I would say, you want a hammer? He'd say, hammer, Rob, hammer. I'd say, okay. I would just fucking go. I would just say, screw it. You cover him. That's your job, dude.
Bad teammate. Rob Ninkovich, bad teammate.
No, they love me. But if I got to the quarterback, it was great. If not,
then you were fucked. Then they convert 3rd and 10. Yeah, Bill flips out.
No. Didn't happen.
That's what happens.
Never happened.
Yeah, right.
I would do that a select few times.
We should look at a bunch of like the 3rd and longs they get converted and look for Rob Ninkovich not doing his job.
No, I was usually in coverage.
Dropping coverage.
Yeah. Hey Rob, let's drop this. You drop to the curl. And we'll add in Jamie on a back to where he could beat a back one-on-one. Yeah, that'd be a lovely life.
So I think it was Dave Portnoy that posed this, and it's actually intriguing. If the Patriots go out and go to the Super Bowl this year, right? So hypothetically, I know you don't like hypotheticals, but they go to the Super Bowl this year.
If it was a fifth.
Is that a part of the entire dynasty then?
No.
I think it is.
No.
It's 5 years in between.
Listen, the dynasty.
5 years. You consider the dynasty. There was a 10-year gap.
The dynasty.
A 10-year gap.
That is Bill and Tom.
Yes,
that's
but this
20,
is
but
this is another part. This is the continuation of the dynasty.
No,
because you have to replace people.
What did Portnoy say?
He said it was a continuation of the dynasty.
What?
Well, just think about it though, right? Because you have to replace people eventually.
No. All right, put a poll up. Listen,
you weren't right.
If the Patriots win a Super Bowl this year, is this a continuation of the dynasty, or is this a new start? I personally think new coach, new quarterback, new everything.
But here you had to do everything except for the coach and quarterback in like 3 or 4 different times.
The coach and the quarterback are the two biggest pieces.
Still though, but there was 50 other players that got replaced.
But you still had the head coach.
I know, but you replaced people.
I feel like if you were to ask Vrabel,
he's not going to want to be part of it.
No. He's saying, he doesn't have a choice. I was a part of the old dynasty.
Have a choice in it.
I was a part of the old dynasty. I've come in here and I've created
but the thing is, but here he's the coach, right?
He's the coach.
He's part of the dynasty.
Yes.
So he just moved positions.
It's old dynasty, player, new dynasty,
within the dynasty,
different.
Within the dynasty, there's 3 different sections right now.
So we're like chapters in a book now?
Basically, it's what it is though, right? It's the first chapter, which is the first team, like, Brady not really throwing the ball well, or not throwing it well, but like he wasn't a big offensive type quarterback. He was more of a game manager.
We had a defense
the first couple of years. Really good defense.
The way that shit was.
Then it evolves right into like this, to what Tom Brady becomes, and then there's like the third part, the end part of his run. So there is all these chapters in there, but I think you have to say it because if you're saying that whole time of Bill and Tom, there was a 10-year gap between Super Bowl runs. 10 years.
I know, I was there.
This will be a 5-year gap. I know. It was most of your thing.
It's like my whole career was the 10 years. Yeah,
lost.
AFC Championship, AFC Championship, Super Bowl, lost. AFC Championship, fuck, Super Bowl, Malcolm Butler. Thank God.
But it's I think it's a continuation with just new characters.
You know what I need? Surgery.
For what now?
I have a hernia.
Oh boy,
it's bothering me, and I have a groin, sports hernia, low groin. I got an MRI on the 16th.
You're gonna do surgery?
I have to. It's always pain.
Wow.
Always. And then I get up. I'm like, oh. And I run and I pull my leg in. And I like to work out.
You seem like the type of person that'd be wigged out by going under anesthesia.
I have prevented and pushed this for years. And I had the right done when I was playing. And I should have been smart. And I should have listened. And I should have just done both sides. But both sides is such a painful, terrible experience. Because the one side, I have stretch marks on my right side of my leg just from that surgery.
Only from that?
From that surgery, they went in. So what they do is they cut your adductor. They cut it from the bone, from your pelvis, and it retracts down, and it fucking bled out. And I had like so much swelling here. It was like massive. They had to drain it. They had to squeeze it. I had a blood blister on the scar, and the doctor was like, I know you, Tom Gill. I know you did this. He walks in, he goes, oh yeah, we can get that out real quick. Literally just starts squeezing my thigh, and it bursts. All the blood comes out. I'm like, is this normal? I'm just in the office. He's just on a table. He's like, yeah, it's a black blood. This is old coagulated. I'm like, okay. He's like, we got to get the blood out of there so it heals. So I'm not looking forward to it.
No,
they take you, they cut you right in the middle here in the groin, and then they put a little, I'm not looking forward to it.
But you got to do it.
I have to do it. I'm in pain every day, all day. Every day, all day. It's not fun.
Yeah.
And I try to relax on the workouts, but then if I go run with the kids or fuck around, it just kills. So let's move on. Enough about me.
Where do you think Drake Maye ranks in the MVP voting right now?
Number 1 right now.
Yeah.
Number one.
I don't think
he's
it's
number one.
debatable.
So now the only thing I'm worried about is the optics of popularity. Like if Drake Maye was doing fucking commercials for salted fucking whatever.
He probably will be soon.
What does Josh Allen do? Pistachios.
Yeah.
If he's in commercials for Gillette.
I think he is in Gillette
I think
now.
this
Drake May's
offseason.
in Gillette now.
Is he?
I think so.
So I have a feeling in this offseason. Now, if I was Drake May's agent, I would. You have Vrabel as your head coach now, who does not. I have a feeling he's more into the name and likeness and pushing yourself and branding yourself and making as much money as you can. I feel like that's in him as a player because he was a player. So if I'm his agent, I'm taking advantage of all this stuff. Like I'm literally going out there at every business.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm spreading him out. He's going to be in commercial after commercial after commercial. He's going to be. I have a feeling that if Drake Maye, if he wants to, May, if Drake May, if Drake May wants to be
Drake May.
Drake May?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. If Drake so somebody on Instagram called me a now I don't know if I think it was derogatory because Julian posted that picture, the video of him not touching the ball on the AFC Championship game or whatever. That was a Ravens game or no, Kansas City. On the punt, the muff punt.
Yeah.
And somebody posted, Ninko, you say the what do you say? Ninko, you say the what do you say? Hold on. It's like a dope, like that's dope.
Ninko, you say the dopiest shit.
Dopiest.
Yeah.
So I replied with, is that good or bad? I'm 41. Like dope is dope, but dopiest, is that like the dopiest or is that dope?
Then he said, Rob Ninkovich, former linebacker for the Patriots, says the dopiest shit.
Yeah, because I said, use that in a sentence, please.
Is that good or bad? I'm 41. You obviously give a fuck. Did they not teach you the punctuation at Purdue? You type like my 15-year-old cousin.
And what'd I say?
Oh boy, a tough guy. Yeah, Purdue. F you. LOL.
So anyway,
you love fighting with people in the comments.
I do. I would love to smack the shit out of that guy, but he's in California though, so I can't get him. I think people on social media are the biggest.
Somebody put on here to the guy that you're fighting with, you look like you aren't allowed within 100 yards of a school zone.
Yes, he does. Yeah. The guy looks weird.
I didn't look at his picture.
But the second anyone, yeah, he looks weird. He looks like somebody that could show up at my door and put a bullet in my head. But
That's what I was going to say.
yeah, it's all right. I got guns too. I'm ready, and I got cameras.
You dopey as shit.
I got a golden retriever who'll bite your head off.
Dopey as shit.
Dopiest. I didn't. I'm just like, yeah, dope. Is that dope? Is that dope? Cool.
No, dopiest.
Bad? Dopiest.
Like stupid.
Stupid. Okay. Yeah. Ninko. So depending on what he wants to be, he could be, I don't know if Tom necessarily, if you think about Tom's career, for a long time, he was not putting himself out there like, say, Peyton Manning was on Progressive and the insurance ads and the.
He did eventually, though.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He did a bed commercial for like Sleep Beauty Rest or Sim. I don't know. He did like a bed, like, remember it was like all black and he's like the black edition.
Yeah.
And he laid in the bed.
Yeah. He had like Aston Martin.
Yeah, but he really got after it after he was done.
Yeah.
So
But
I'm
he had a
saying
lot
during his
before it, though.
career, he wasn't really pushing the ads like he
Yeah,
like
he had the watch.
tag. He gave me a tag.
Yeah. He had a lot.
But not as many as Peyton though.
No.
Peyton was in
more.
everything. You know, like he was making shit. He was probably making the same
Peyton
off the
was
field.
funnier, though.
He was, yeah, he's more comedian-ish,
Yeah,
you know, like funny. I would say if you had Tom and Peyton, did I ever tell you the story when I met Peyton Manning?
No.
The first time I ever met him. So the Colts were playing the Steelers on a Thursday night game, and I was at Purdue, and I was going through like the process of finding an agent. So Doman and Pittman, Craig Doman, had this kind of runner who would take guys out and take them to games or take them to dinner and try to recruit you. So Doug invited me to the Colts game, Thursday night game, and it was awesome. It was a great game. It was so loud in the RCA Dome. It was nuts, deafening. I was such a big fan of Robert Mathis and Dwight Freeney. I was just watching those guys and how they got off on the ball and how they did all their stuff. I was a D-end at Purdue at the time. So after the game, there's a bar in Indianapolis that a lot of the players go to, and there's like this back room in the basement, and all the linemen and a lot of the guys were there, and Peyton Manning came in, and I was kind of definitely starstruck. Like, damn, that's Peyton Manning. He's bigger than I thought. Yeah. You know, he's a big dude. And I remember just meeting him and be like, damn, this is like the best quarterback in the NFL right now. And it's just crazy how life works, because then you fast forward years, I'm like hitting him and sacking him. And
did he
one of the
remember you?
games, yeah, he didn't remember meeting me. But so when we lost the AFC Championship game in Denver, which we should have won because we ran the ball, and we lost in Miami, didn't have the first round bye, or didn't have home field advantage. I mean, we had the first round bye. He came up to me after the game. He's like, hey, man, 50, you're a hell of a player. I love how you work. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. Peyton Manning. That's Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. The best.
Speaking of Hall of Fame, you now have Bill and Robert Kraft as finalists for the Hall of Fame.
First round, baby.
There's a good chance that one of them won't make it.
Bill's got to make it. The only reason Bill wouldn't make it is if he's a head coach in the NFL, because I think if he goes back to the NFL, his clock starts over.
Yeah, but I think it would be voted on before that.
I think he wouldn't get in, though.
If he's not in the NFL, I think you can get in and then
So
go back
say,
to
for
the
example, because they do the Hall of Fame induction in the first, like they have an extra preseason game. They do it in training camp, basically.
But it's voted on before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so if he gets in,
so you're technically in, I think.
If he's in and then he decides to take a job, do they still put him in even though he's a head coach?
I'd assume so. I don't know, though.
I don't know.
I don't think he's going to get a job.
I think he has an opportunity to get a job if he wants a job.
You see the stuff that Jordan is doing now?
I don't see anything.
That she's filing.
I think she's
Freedom of
suing
Information
somebody.
Acts against
I don't understand
North Carolina, asking for emails from like they received from Pablo Torres, the guy that she's trying to sue.
That's who she's going after.
But
Pablo Torres.
she's trying to demand the university turn over emails.
Why would the
to her.
university? Well, he's guaranteed $40 million now, or no matter what. If he leaves, I think there has to be some type of payment or negotiation.
That happens in all college football all the time, though.
If the Giants, this is all hypothetical, the Giants, the great Giants that we just saw Monday night, if they said, hey, you know what? We need to get back to our old school ways. We need an old school coach. We need a guy like Coughlin.
John Gruden.
John Gruden's going to be available. But if the Giants were to say, hey, Bill, we need you for 2 to 4 years. We give you a 4-year contract. Let's right the ship. Get somebody in here that we can kind of hand over the reins, similar to what the Patriots were probably trying to do with Mayo, but it happened quicker than they were anticipating. I don't know if he turns down that Giants job. I don't know if he says, you know what, I'm going to stay here in Carolina. I'm going to deal with the transfer portal. I'm going to deal with all the bullshit, instead of just saying, you know what, I'm going back to the best of the best, the drafts, the best athletes in the world. I don't think he turns that down. I think.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to get an offer.
I think he's going to get an offer. I think he will. That's just my personal feelings.
But you don't think that an owner would be like, okay, fine, we're going to give you an offer, Bill, but you can't bring Jordan or Jordan.
I don't think you can do that. I don't.
Why can't you?
I mean, I'm sure you could say it, but if Bill's like, listen, that's
like, she's not allowed in the locker room. She's not allowed in the offices. Not allowed in any of that stuff. They could easily say that.
Well, she really wasn't around with the Patriots.
Yeah, because
that all came out after the fact. I know, but no, she was there for 2 years.
I know, but you don't think that there was part of like Kraft saying no, she's not going to be involved in here. She's think, heavily involved in North Carolina, obviously.
Yeah, but she's isn't she like an assistant role? Isn't she like?
Yeah, but you think that an NFL team is going to allow that? She's fucking requesting emails through Freedom of Information Acts from like the AD and from all that stuff.
What is a little bit surprising is that Carolina would, because they're giving him another year like they're backing it and they're saying, hey, we're giving you another year. We're dedicated to Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Is, that whole thing causing a mess internally that we don't know about? I don't know. But I would assume that if you start suing people for defamation and all these things, what was it? Misinformation or something? I don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it just causes more problems.
She's fucking nuts.
I don't know. I just think it's I think it's a situation. If Bill gets a chance, he had a chance last year. It was with Atlanta. Atlanta decided to go with somebody else, a younger guy. If another team that has a young quarterback, a good defense, like that situation, if you think about the Giants,
yeah, but most
Scatterborough,
people
they're going to have a young running back who's going to be healthy next year. They're going to have a great D-line. They're going to have a quarterback that,
but that's not a Bill quarterback, though. He's not a Bill type quarterback. That's the problem.
He's a better quarterback than what he had.
But he's not a Bill type guy. Bill wouldn't have taken Drake Maye.
But okay, so if Dart isn't a Bill type guy, you think the guys on his college football team are Bill type guys?
No, they're not.
At all.
But I mean, he had to go in there. That was his only opportunity.
I know. That's why if an NFL team offers him a job and it
NFL
has a
teams are
better
gonna vet it
situation,
a lot better though. If you got
I
a young
think the
quarterback,
Giants, if you take Atlanta in that situation and the Giants in currently where the Falcons were when he had that opportunity, but it didn't happen, to where the Giants are, I think he would rather be in New York, close to his Nantucket. He could take a freaking plane from New York right to his Nantucket house, close to everything he owns. Young quarterback, first round pick with a lot of potential, all potential. D-line that leads top of the NFL in pass rush.
yeah, and they're falling asleep in meetings.
Well, they're looking at other things in meetings. You see that?
That wasn't real.
You don't think that's real?
They have a video of him just fall like this asleep.
Oh, because if he was looking at, what? I said, that's a problem. This dude's got a problem.
Yeah.
Like,
In the middle of a meeting?
Like,
With like
hey,
four
let
guys around you?
me just check out a little bukkake real quick.
The thing with the Giants, though, if ownership and the front office believe in Jackson Dart, they're not going to have Bill Belichick be the coach. They would go get an offensive-minded head coach.
They just had an offensive-minded head coach.
You know who the Giants would want? I don't think he'd go, and I don't think it would be smart for him to go. Wouldn't you rather have Josh McDaniels if you have Jackson Dart?
No, because they just had Daboll, who they thought was going to be the offensive guru to get the team back to what they needed to be. They need more discipline. They need a better defensive and total three-phase coach, which would be Bill.
I'll give you a better coach than that for that team. Would be Gruden and Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin ain't going nowhere.
I think he will be.
I don't think so.
I think it'll be a mutual.
Well, what's Tomlin doing right now that he would do better in New York?
Doesn't matter. Like, it's just the optics of it and everything. He would at least be able to put in some discipline.
You don't
and
think
all that
the
stuff.
Giants fan base would be happy with Bill Belichick as their head coach? I think they would. I think they would bring all the 80s stuff, like as far as the championships, Bill Belichick, the pedigree,
I just don't.
the records.
Yeah,
I think the fan base would much rather. Now, I don't know. Giants fans out there, if you had a choice between Tomlin and Belichick, I think you would go with Belichick. If I was
5 years ago, I'd go with Belichick.
If I was an owner, I think we're all getting.
This Jordan thing is bad, man.
I think
bad.
we're all getting sidetracked with the Jordan thing.
But
At the
you're
end of the
not,
day,
though. It's a sideshow.
Think about it.
It's a
You
sideshow.
have NFL players that have multiple baby mamas. They have off the field issues. They have all these things. The head coach. I know it's a distraction, but it's you have a guy with so much knowledge and talent to coach that if you don't go and seek that, and instead you say, hey, let's find some guy that we don't know if he can do it. We don't know all these coaches that they bring in that we understand. Like now, yeah, that guy kind of sucked. Yeah, that guy can't get it done. Yeah, that guy doesn't know shit. He doesn't know situational football. He doesn't know how to get a team to buy in. College is different than the pros. College, you got to get the talent. If you don't have the talent, you are fucked.
But these college guys are going to the pros, and Bill can't relate to them. He can't. He's not going to be. He wouldn't be able to relate to Jackson Dart.
I think Jackson Dart with Jordan, maybe.
Jordan, maybe, yeah. But I mean, here you're saying though, like these guys have baby mamas and all that stuff. But like, if their 75-year-old coach, they're seeing on the internet that he's at a fucking cheer competition with his girlfriend applying glitter to her or something like that.
You do you, coach.
I mean, yeah, but you know, that'd be a laughing stock.
I go to Disney like 4 times a year. You think that's my choice?
Are you fucking bringing your 50-year younger girlfriend to a fucking cheerleading competition at Disney?
No,
you're bringing your freaking kids to Disney.
50 years.
It's a little different.
My girlfriend isn't born yet.
There's more of an age gap.
I'm 41.
Yeah, I know. There's way more of an age gap between Bill than you and your kids.
That's super wild.
But he's old enough to be your grandfather.
What does that tell you?
He was 50 when she was born.
But what does that tell you? Now, what's the difference
He's
between
weird.
What's the difference between Bill and that age gap and Mr. Kraft and his wife? She's my age.
Yeah, but but she's not out like pulling all this shit and doing all this stuff.
I understand that, but I mean, there's age gaps. Look at Al Pacino and his like baby mama.
But again,
like,
though, they're not
I
like
think he has a 2-year-old. He's like 88.
But they're not coaching a football team, and she's making it all about herself, like suing people, like and arguing with the university and having fights with his family and the fucking
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, it's a sideshow. I mean, I don't know why North Carolina's putting up with it. I'd throw them out.
Because they owe him $40 million.
But then you look
they
at
gave
guys
him a $50 million contract. If you throw him out, you're paying $40 million. So if they said, Bill, we do not want you here, they have to pay him $40 million. I just saw something that is sickening.
There's ways out of it.
I don't know. The LSU is paying 3 coaches,
Yeah, I know.
I think $190 million. Yeah. So they have $92 million going to the new guy. Why am I having a brain fart?
Brian Kelly.
No.
Oh, the
Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin, yeah. That
So
won't last
$92
long.
million to Lane,
Yeah.
$52 million to Kelly,
Yeah.
and then Odron, I think they paid him off like 13, 14 million or something.
Yeah.
It's
It's a lot.
crazy.
It's a lot.
Crazy the
Yeah, but
amount
you
of
don't
money.
have you don't have another payroll though. Like there's no other payroll.
All
That's
the
your only
coaching
payroll.
staffs.
Yeah, I know, but like in the NFL, right? You've got the coaching staffs, you got players, you got all that stuff there. They got nothing.
Well, no, but they used to have a $20 million player payroll.
Yeah,
Carolina.
That's all funded by boosters, though, I think. I'm almost positive that's where all the funds through.
Well, hey, tuition's going up, guys.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you get all that tuition money plus all that TV money and all
Yeah.
that stuff. But Bill's a distraction. That's the problem right now. Like, you're not going to want to bring a distraction in to your NFL team.
I don't think
I think
so.
he has to distance himself from Jordan to have a shot at going to be an NFL coach again.
I don't know.
I mean,
Hey, live in a strange time, bro.
it is a strange time.
You ready for Nasty of the Week?
Yeah.
So, Dan and Ninko Show brought to you by Brunt Workwear. Got their hat, got their new boots on. I think these are the Browns. You can't get them right now. They're sold out, but these are
There's something on the
terrific.
toe of them.
What's that? A little urine? Speaking of that, I got to pee again. The alcohol gets me have to pee.
Sure.
Or have diabetes. Anyway, so the Nasty of the Week brought to you by Brunt Workwear.
Nasty.
You going or I'm going to go first. So my nasty is going to be the Ellis knockout hit on Gunner,
Where pieces went flying.
where his helmet just explodes.
It's the punt return,
full
TJ.
of
Or the
was it
kickoff return. Kickoff return, sorry.
Yeah, kickoff return. It was an explosion of fragments,
Yeah,
and we've
there it
all
is right
seen
there.
this. Now I'm going to break this down to you, and let's bring this up a little bit. This is a nasty hit, but Ellis. Now watch how this happens. If it isn't for the other player, Mapu, making contact,
He holds him up.
Ellis does not make this. So what happens is he gets contacted first. His body rotates in the side of his head because Ellis's eyes, I'm going to guarantee you, the second he makes contact with the blocker, his eyes are probably closed. And then he just is trying to, bust through the brick wall, and he just destroys Gunner. But I don't think he had the intentions of, I'm going to just put my helmet on his head and knock
Yes,
him
he
out.
did.
No, I don't. No, not at all. Watch how Gunnar gets hit and rotates. If Gunnar doesn't get that, he doesn't get that contact. It almost surprises Ellis. Because if you go back to the start, which is this is a nasty hit, the way that Gunnar gets deflected back towards him, because right now, Ellis isn't looking at him. His head's down. His eyes are closed. He's just trying to run through the blocker and try to like turn that corner. He's trying to cut the corner, and then he makes massive contact with his head. Nasty, awesome hit. KO, fumble. Old school football. But right now, he's not even looking at him. That surprised him. Like, holy shit. He got a flash of light too. Both of these guys got hit in the side of the head. I guarantee Ellis, when he gets hit, the split second after this, he's a little bit out. A little bit out. Right there. He's out a little bit. See how his arms are? And then he's coming back right there. He had a massive... When you get hit in the head like that, you get this really massive flash, bang, of bright light. It's like, whoosh, and all your colors kind of go fuzzy, and then you come back. But Gunnar took the brunt of it because his weight, he's only probably 185 pounds.
Yeah, it was going forward, though.
KO, nasty. Nasty.
Like the pieces of his helmet come flying off.
It was cold. That's why, too.
That was a hit. All right, I got mine. Mine is a nice little video on Instagram.
Uh-oh, what do we got?
I mean, well, it's Christmas time, right? So your favorite local Christmas cookies. Just figured to show you how they're made.
All right, what we got? India. Instantly.
Okay.
I already know where this is. He's stepping on cookie dough with his butt out and no shoes on. Look at dirty, musty water.
Oh.
Motor oil in the back.
Oh, no.
Fist in
Where's
the dough
utensils?
outside with the flies. Sweating all in the bucket. Look at this. Somebody come. Jesus, come grab India and take it back with you, Lord Jesus.
Oh.
This is
No,
Not a
no,
all on the
no.
Look, there they are. They're the
Right.
cookies.
Those are not, that is not,
You eat those, don't you?
those cannot be made like that.
That's
Look,
them cookies
watch.
that
It
people
goes to the
be-
back of it. It's made in India.
Oh no. We got
Made in India, but not that India.
Those
Not that. You
those
don't-
are the ones you eat, aren't they? You eat those,
I mean,
don't
I've
you?
had those. There's no way that those are made like that company,
You didn't
whoever
see
they
the
are.
thing? Like the
I don't see the tins. They just make the cookie. I
Yeah.
don't see them going into that exact tin.
but
There's no way.
Go
There's-
back to the video where the shapes are being cut out. They're the same shapes.
There's
You scarf down those cookies every year, don't you?
all right. There's no. They don't show me that tin though.
Rob's hyperventilating.
There's
Look right
no-
there. Look, those are the cookies.
There's no way.
Look,
There's
hey, did you see
no
that part? Go
way.
back one frame.
There's no way.
Ready? Watch this. Watch this. Just look at his butt.
Slay right together with you. Ooh. Lovely, wonderful, slay right together with you. Ding, ding, dong, ding.
Look, those are the cookies right there.
Ding, dong, ding. I don't see the tin.
Because the rats were at it. DJ doesn't like the rat part. Look at him. Are you gonna play that while you're eating those cookies this year?
No, that's not real.
You're gonna eat them, aren't you?
Did you actually find the sourcing of those? Because that has defamation lawsuit written all over it. Where are they made?
India.
Let me see the factory.
You just saw it.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Ring a ding 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 doo.
Yeah, Christmas butter cookies are made in India.
Yes, made in India, but maybe they have a very clean factory somewhere, not in the shed of someone's dirt floor yard.
That's what it is. You're just upset that you ate them, huh?
I mean, you've had them.
I don't eat those.
You guys enjoying the show? There's a few ways that you can support the Dan and Ninko Show. First being subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Or you can become a super fan. Go to danandninko.com. First month is 50% off, so it's only $5 to subscribe. That gives you an exclusive chat with Ninko and I on Discord. access to exclusive content, 15% off our brand new merch store, which has some really cool stuff in it. Our members only merch, and you get notified when we have special guests on the show. Going back to the Patriots, the reports are out now that Will Campbell has a grade 3 MCL sprain,
I had a grade 3.
which is a tear.
Yeah, it's a tear. But your MCL, because it has blood supply and is vascular, heals at a much quicker rate. Your inside, your PCL, your ACL do not heal at all because they have no, basically the reason why they don't heal is they don't have any blood supply to that area. It's more just like a piece of tissue that when you tear it, it never will heal. Your MCL and your LCL will heal. A grade 3 basically is about a 6 week, 4 to 6 weeks is 6 weeks would be you're pretty good. 4 weeks, you usually have to put a brace on. 2 weeks, you usually have to, they have this tape called moleskin. I think I explained it before, right? Moleskin.
No, I know what moleskin is.
So
It's on blisters.
It's a very rigid type of tape. And what they'll do is they usually use it for like a bad ankle sprain. If you have an ankle sprain, they put the moleskin and they cut a strip on each side. They go up on your heel, and then the strips, they wrap around one way, they wrap it around the other way, and they do it like 3 times, 2 times, and then they tape it over it. So your ankle does not move left, right. You can only just, put weight on your foot and run and cut, but your ankle's not going left or right. With your knee, what they'll do is they'll spray your knee with the liquid glue. So it's like you literally stand on the table, they put a roll of tape under your heel, you kind of get in a position like you're running, like maybe bent knee a little bit. They put glue all over your leg. They pre-wrap your leg. Then they moleskin. They'll do a moleskin here, moleskin there, and they'll bring it across where your MCL really, it kind of helps. Because what happens is when your MCL is like a grade 3, when you start to like flail your leg out and you run, you feel it like kind of open and be all nasty and move. They tape it with the moleskin, do a bunch of strips across to try and like brace the MCL. Then they tape it with regular athletic tape over that. Then you put your brace on, your DonJoy, and you're good to go. So running straight and cutting is okay. The hard part is, though, especially is it his left or his right knee?
I think it's his right.
If it's his right knee,
I think it's his right.
If it's his right knee for what he does, that's a good position.
I think
and
it's more of like a base.
It's a base. You're pushing off. Your back knee, if it was his left knee,
he's got to drop.
It'd be tough because like an offensive lineman, you think like they're always in that like leg back kind of bent pressure on the inside of your foot and they're kick sliding. Your knee is almost like you really using that MCL. If it's his front knee, he should be okay to kick out.
Do you think he's going to play in the playoffs?
Yeah, hell yeah, he's going to play. You think a dude that has interviews like he has and he's going to do whatever.
Prevent him from playing?
What?
Would his agent prevent him from playing?
No. So the good thing about an MCL tear is it's not going to put you at a higher risk for an ACL tear because of the way. Now, the only thing that could potentially be a risk is if he had a similar type of contact to the outside of his knee. They call it the triad. When I tore my ACL, I tore my MCL first and then my ACL, because if you keep going with your MCL and you keep bending that thing, you're going to tear your MCL all the way, and then the next thing to go is your ACL, and then the next thing to go is the outside part of your meniscus. So when you really, really open your knee up, it tears the MCL, tears the ACL, and then your outside of your knee bones hit. So for him, the biggest risk would be is if he had a similar roll up or gets landed on and the MCL isn't strong enough to prevent it to really get to his ACL. But I think he'll be fine. Okay. He's going to be fine. He'll be like 2 weeks. I honestly think he's been out, this will be 2 weeks?
Yeah.
By the time
he's on IR, so he can't return until the Miami game, the last game of the season.
By the
which you wouldn't play him.
He gets back from the bye, like right now he's just rehabbing and doing all this stuff right now. I would assume that he'll be back to practice by probably prep week for the Bills. Just
Next week.
He'll be running, like just doing some straight ahead stuff. He's not going to be cutting, just kind of doing some conditioning stuff. And then he'll be back into like football playing 2 more weeks. He'll be able to start practicing in 3. And then Miami, if he's ready to go, he'll probably want to play in Miami. Just to,
Yeah, but if they say they go undefeated by that point, they're
well,
probably not
you
gonna play
still want to
anybody.
get some reps. Like, say they activate him for Miami, and they're like, "Hey, we want to get you in like your game mode,
like a quarter.
prep." Maybe not even play him, but get him practicing with the ones. Get him out there against the pass rushers, the speed. Because when you take a 5 to 6 week break or 4 week break, whatever it's going to be, you get back out there. So say the first game back is a playoff game, because they're going to have a bye week. So he's going to have 6 to 7 weeks to fully recover.
They might have a bye week.
Yeah, they might, but he'll be 100%, but he'll also have a month of not like pass rushing against starters.
So what do you think about, next week though against the Bills is a hat and t-shirt game. Win the game, win the division.
They got it.
Are they going to win the game?
Yeah, they got it.
Wow. That's
I
as
think
confident
Buffalo,
as I've
I've
seen
said
you.
this before, Buffalo isn't, they're not doing anything that is impressing me. They're not, defensively, they're not as good as they once were. They're porous. I think they're going to be able to run the ball well. Time of possession, Josh Allen's going to throw you a pick. He's going to throw it into coverage. Ball might get tipped in the air because he's forcing it. We might come down with 2 picks, and that's all it takes. 2 possessions, 3 possessions, you score, they don't. Like that's 14, 17 points.
I'd feel a little bit better about the game if we had Milton Williams, but he can't return until the Jets game. Week 17, he can't return until.
I think we'll be all right. I think they got plenty of guys they can rotate in there. Like I said, I don't see it from the Bills. When you're watching these games, I would be more like, I would be more worried about a team like Cincinnati now with Joe Burrow back, the receiving core, than what Buffalo has. Like I just don't
I'd
see
be
it.
more
I
worried
don't
about
see
the
it.
Texans.
Denver definitely. I think it's going to be a Denver Patriots AFC Championship game.
That'd be cool to get back to that.
I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Both number 1 or both 9 or 10-2 or 9-2, whatever the
Patriots are 11-2, and then the Broncos are 10-2.
10-2. Yeah, but the Broncos have a harder last 4 weeks, I think.
They have a much harder.
Yeah, much harder. So
Yeah,
they might lose a game or 2.
The Broncos have left. Where is it? They have an easy one this week. They have the Raiders this week.
Yep.
Then they have the Packers.
Packers are going to be
Jaguars,
tough.
Chiefs, Chargers.
That's 4 weeks of intense.
They could lose all four of those games.
They'll probably split it.
No, I'm just saying they could.
Yeah,
lose
they
all
could.
4.
You could lose all 4 of those games.
That's like I think the Colts might not make the playoffs.
The Colts have a very hard schedule. The Bears have a very hard schedule. So you look at all these teams that are even the number 1 seed in the NFC. The Bears have to play the Packers
The Colts,
twice.
You're right. The Colts have a fucking really tough schedule.
Yeah.
Jaguars, Seahawks, 49ers, Jaguars, and then Texans.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough stretch.
They might lose every one of those games.
They could.
Yeah.
If Danny Dimes isn't on.
Yeah. Even with him on, I think they could lose those games. All right. You want to do, actually, before we do picks, going back to the Hall of Fame thing, Bill Belichick, is he a first ballot Hall of Famer, no brainer in?
1,000,000%.
Are you going to be upset if he doesn't get in?
No, it wouldn't make sense if he doesn't get in.
I'm saying, would you be upset?
I would. No, because nothing.
Would you just not believe in the selection committee if they don't put Bill as a first ballot Hall of Fame coach?
There's things that happen every single fucking day that I go, how did that happen?
I know, but like
Did you see Boston? Did you see Boston? They're like raising property taxes 13%.
Yeah, to
It's
pay for
2 years, like back to back, double-digit percentage raises.
Yeah.
So you went
You gotta
from
pay for everything.
26% in 2 years. Your
pay for everything as
taxes
being
go up.
free.
And they go and they say, oh, it's only $850 for the average household. Half of that's ridiculous. So congratulations, you're going to turn Boston into New York. Great job.
Yeah.
And people are just going to say, fuck this. I'm going to Florida or Texas.
Yeah, but what I mean, though, is that if Bill's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, you just not believe in the selection committee then for the Hall of Fame?
No, it would mean that there is some type of like
collusion
hate or jealousy towards the things that Bill has done over the last 30 years.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a debatable thing. He should get every vote. All right, you want to do picks now?
Let's do picks. I think I'm tied with you, bro. We'll do the calculations.
You don't have the calculations, TJ? No.
TJ's got to do the calculations, but Ninko might have tied this sucker up. I think last week I killed it. It is. Ninko's winning this thing. All right. Last night I picked the Lions. You picked the Cowboys.
Yeah, so I'm down one this week.
I added one.
All right, then you got Titans at the Browns.
I'm going Browns.
I'll go Browns, I guess. I mean, Seahawks at the Falcons.
Seahawks.
Colts at the Jaguars. Jaguars. You know the last time the Colts beat the Jaguars in Jacksonville? It's like 10 years or something.
They're going to win. I feel it.
Commanders at the Vikings.
Commanders.
I'm going to go Commanders because Jaden Daniels is back. Bengals at the Bills.
I'm going. Just to make things better for us for next week, I'm going to go Buffalo.
I'm going Bengals.
Yeah.
I think Joe Burrow's gonna beat them. Saints at the Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Steelers at the Ravens.
Ravens.
Dolphins at the Jets.
Dolphins.
Broncos at the Raiders.
Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos. Rams at the Cardinals.
Rams.
Bears at the Packers. It's gonna be a good game.
Big game. What time is it? 4:25.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Packers.
I'll go Bears on that one.
Okay.
Texans at the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
I'm gonna go Texans.
Okay.
Eagles at the Chargers. Eagles. Ooh, boy.
Eagles are struggling.
Is there 2 Monday night games? Or is that is a Monday night game?
Yeah.
So that's all those games for the week there. I can't believe the Patriots Bills were not flexed out at 1 o'clock though.
I kind of like that though. I like a 1 o'clock game. Nice, bright, sunny day. Hopefully.
Yeah. But you want to play prime time. You got to get Drake Maye.
It's true.
You got to get Drake
They
Maye.
just had a primetime game, so they're probably thinking.
Two primetime
Because what did
games.
they flex? Did they put the
They didn't
Bears?
flex anybody.
They didn't flex. They just left it.
Yeah, they left it.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I mean, but that's gonna be a big hype game, right? Well, I guess they're worried because I think the Bengals win. I think
it's over.
I think it's over then,
Yeah.
right?
No, I think if the
it's not
Bengals
over.
win, it's
if the
not
Bengals
technically
win,
over.
the Patriots just have to win
They
one
have
of
to
the
win
next
one
four
of the
games.
next 4 games, and
It's technically over.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully though the Patriots are playing for the number 1 seed though, because they need the number 1 seed, I think, to get that extra bye.
Be nice to have home field.
When
too.
you don't have depth for your team, it
would be nice because if you have to play Denver, you'd rather play them here than in Denver.
Yeah, I don't know though. I think Drake might have a big time long ball in Denver.
Sucks. Yeah, it's just a tough place to play. There's a reason why we haven't won there in a long time. Huh?
You've won there.
Look at our record in Denver.
I know it's not great.
It's not great.
It's one of the. It's better than in Miami.
True.
So Drake Maye MVP right now for you?
May?
No, it's Drake. Drake Maye.
Drake May.
Do you understand why that is?
I don't.
Because they're basically saying that Drake Maye is his nickname too.
Oh, okay.
So you're like the fumble guy. So you'd be Rob the fumble guy, Ninkovich.
Yep.
So Drake Maye.
Hey, you know this guy? This is Ninkovich.
He's the fumble guy.
He always gets on the fumbles.
In the field position.
Freaking Mark Wahlberg. This is the fumble dude. He gets on every fumble.
Did he know who you were, or you had to
he's
say
like,
your name?
Ninkovich, what's up? It was his son there in the locker room.
Yeah.
And he was like explaining to his son.
Was that before or after he left the game? That was before,
that was
right?
before, yeah. That was like years before, probably like 2013, 2012, early.
Because that Falcons Super Bowl, he left during halftime.
Yes. What a terrible game to leave.
Yeah, I know.
Anybody who left that game, they're probably like, fuck.
I was there.
I left and I missed the best game in the history of Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's debatable, right? That's the best Super Bowl game ever.
He's probably like, yeah, can you get the jet ready?
Yeah.
We're going back to Cali. This game's over.
When Patriots scored their first touchdown, he was in the air
He's
already.
like, son of a bitch. Did I fuck that up?
He said his kid was sick or something like that. And had to go home.
Whoa.
That must have been a range of emotions for
That's
you at
actually
that game.
Donnie. That's Donnie. Yeah, that game I thought we fucking lost for sure.
Didn't everybody?
Yeah, I mean, you always have in the back of your head, we have Tom Brady, we have faith, but then when you are down, I said to myself, now this is just exactly what my brain was telling me. If we get the ball in the third quarter to start the second half and we go 3 and out, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
3 and out.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. We're in a bad way. We're in a bad way right now.
This is not good.
Not good. Not good.
Well, it's probably the same thing though as the. You won both Super Bowls in the last second. You're only 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
right?
I could have been 0-3 real easy.
Yeah. If they hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch,
Yeah.
or the Falcons get one more first down,
Or
basically.
kick a field goal.
Yeah.
That's all they had to do, not get sacked.
Yeah.
Kick a field goal.
What was the penalty and then the sack?
Then the sack.
They dropped back like 25 yards in 2 plays.
It's fucking stupid. OCs comes down to the offensive coordinator. What's the offensive coordinator want? Quarterbacks as MVPs, not running backs. If they hand the ball off to Lynch and he scores, Lynch is the MVP.
Yeah.
If they hand the ball off and kick a field goal in the Atlanta game, I would assume.
Matt Ryan would have been the MVP.
Huh?
Matt
Matt Ryan would have been the MVP.
Yeah.
But what looks better? Throwing the ball, getting the ball down there, scoring a touchdown, really putting it to us versus
Well, the thing that killed him was the penalty. That was what killed him.
situational.
The penalty killed
Situational. Just run the fucking ball.
Yeah, but
kick
they
a
were
field
trying to get
goal.
the first down because the penalty moved them back
Yeah.
so much, and that's
Yeah.
why they dropped back and
Yeah.
got sacked.
Yep.
That was the only reason why. I don't think that was that big of a coaching mistake as it was with Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll was. I was just trying to outsmart.
He was trying to outsmart everybody.
Yeah.
He was just trying to. He figured that you guys were just sending everybody
Yep.
and try to stop Lynch, and he was going to get like a walk in.
Good old Malcolm. Strap.
Malcolm, go! Malcolm, go!
Goal line 3 corner.
Yeah. I think it's a wrap for
All
this
right,
week.
wrap it up. Stay safe.
Yeah. Well, check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. We'll see you guys next week for the
See you
hat
guys.
and t-shirt week.
Hat and t-shirt. I got about 8 of them. See you guys.